Hello, this is Austin. So this video is going to be about NVim and using it with Windows, or Neovim anyways. So the thing with Neovim is that, as far as I know, it allows you to do little extra things that Vim can't. It's like a community-driven version of Vim. I don't really know much about the differences between Vim and NVim. I just know that there are definitely things that Vim can't do that NVim can, and somewhat vice versa. But anyways, if you're like me and you went with the cool crowd and decided to start writing all of your code in Vim, and then you realized that Windows isn't so friendly with Vim as much as Linux is, this video is for you. So when you first install NVim, I know at least in Linux the .vimrc was usually in your home directory or your .config directory. That's in your home directory. For Windows, as far as I know, it's your config is init.vim, and this is the path to your init.vim. So obviously this is my username, right? But your name's going to be different, whatever. So C users, whatever your username is, app data, local, and Vim. And then your config will be in init.vim. And then once you set that up and you're happy with that, there's more work to be done. But I'm not going to talk about Neovim configuration or Vim configuration, but I will say that, what I would recommend would probably be a linter and at the least, linter and a syntax highlighter at the least, if you have nothing else. Those are really important. And then the thing is Neovim and Vim can't they can technically have debuggers in them, but I wouldn't really recommend that. I've tried working with that. It's not necessarily bad. It's just I know that you can't use all the debugging commands inside of Vim, and it would probably be a hassle to get all of that to work. I recommend if you're writing a C program, which this video is for. So I have a little folder here, right? So this is all the build files. I'm going to, for whatever reason, my mouse doesn't show up in this. Okay. Oh, well, I'm going to delete all this for now because we're going to build it. So all I did was make a simple test.c file. I'm just going to ignore that for now, right? A very simple test.c file. I don't know, whatever. The linter is very sensitive. I don't know the word. I can't think of the right word. Anyways, so I made a very simple test.c file. And then to compile it, right? I have this file right here, which just uses Clang. Not Clang, but whatever the CL command is, that you have to have Visual Studio installed in order to use it. I know a lot of people use GCC or G++ still with Windows, and that's their preference. That's fine. It could be really nice, be for cross-platform and be helpful, but I want to kind of make it with only CL, because I know that's how Windows wants you to do it. And then I have these little flags right here, ZI, which is for compiling. Adding debugging information. And then this is important too, that -fe. I'm pretty sure if you don't add this, right, it tells you where you want your output for your executable. And I just put in the same directory that I'm compiling it in, and then the name of it. I'm pretty sure if you don't use that flag, I'm calling it flags. Option, whatever you want to call it. I don't think the source code will show, and I believe, I'm not going to lie, I don't know a lot about these flags. I'm still learning myself. If I can go into my history in my web browser real quick. I do know the EHS. Those are like, what is it? Exception handling mode. So yeah, stack unwinding. Oh, assumes declared as extern C. So if you're writing in C, yeah, you'd probably want that, the ESC, right? Because you don't want to get, you want to write, because the CL works for C++ or C, but if you're writing in just C, you probably want to add the C argument. But anyways, so these, if you add these 3 flags along with the name of the program you want to compile, then you go over to developer PowerShell. I mean, I wrote this in PowerShell, so developer PowerShell. Here we go. And then go to this directory, right? Oh, change directory. So now we can just run the makefile, but we have to set the execution policy or whatever, which probably requires a command similar to this, right? Bada bing, bada boom. Then we run the make ps1. It runs it, and then we can run the program. Boom, it says hello. That's all the program really does. But it built all this other stuff you see. So object files, you should know what that is if you've been using C. Then the PDB file, I believe, is for debugging information. So that's going to help when you run your debugger. So if you pull up, like, I don't know, WinDbg, pull up WinDbg. Yeah, DBG. Let me make this fit in this little area I got. Right, and then let's say we open up that directory, right? This is the directory. I'll just, so you know. There you go. And then if your program had any arguments, you can put the arguments here. And if you want to start it in a specific directory, you can do that there. Boom. Failed to create process. What? Why? Oh, access denied. I see. That's strange. It wasn't denied before. Huh. I don't know why. I didn't change permissions for the folder and it worked before. There's no reason access should be denied. I never touched permissions. Okay, well, screw you. Cannot execute. Oh, I didn't go to an executable. That makes sense. Okay, there we go. Executable. You gotta put an executable where it says executable. There we go. And when it starts, it doesn't do anything until you go, and you can add breakpoints right here. So I could do new breakpoint. You can just put it at main, and it should also show the source code when we start running it. And I hit a breakpoint at main, so let's restart it, and then hit go, start it, and then there we go. We got a breakpoint, and P is actually to step. I think it steps into the new line. You can look up all the commands for WinGDB online. So P next, boom, next, boom. Bada bing, bada boom, the program ended. It said hello, and that's all there is to it. So, I mean, this is a pretty simple video, not too much to it. Just wanted to get the information out there that you don't need to use something like Visual Studio to make programs in Windows. You don't even need to use VS Code. If you don't like VS Code, you don't have to use VS Code. There you go.